Welcome to Caching Waves. This is an Elliott wave update for ICP. Now in this video I'm going to start on the 4-hour time frame, then go to the daily, and then focus in on the smaller term time frames. So let's start on the 4-hour since our start of our trend at 282.5. Have this as a 5-wave move as a 1, 2, 3, running flat 4, 5 to the upside. Now ways we can confirm that this is most likely an impulse. We can start with our base channel, start from the beginning of wave 1 off of wave 2, extend that off the top of wave 1. That's where we look for our fourth wave to pivot off the top side of. You can also see our fourth wave is ideal guidelines between the 382 held above the 50%. We can also take a look at our third wave. We have a clear 5-wave move. It is the most impulsive wave. And finally, we can take the length of our wave 1, extend that off of our wave 4, look for the 1-to-1 target where wave 5 equals wave 1. There you go. Now after that 5-wave move, we look for a 3-wave correction. We have a WXY down to the golden zone between the 618 and the 66. At that point, we're looking for resuming of the trend to the upside. What we actually got was just a little more extended out in time. We add another X wave to that correction, and finally ending in a triangle. A, B, C, D, E, W, X, Y, X, Z. There is an alternative count, but it is extremely bullish, and that is, if you've watched my videos previously, I can count this as a 3 or a 5-wave move. And technically, this second area here can also be a diagonal. So in the most extreme bullish case, this would be a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, which is very extreme. I'm sticking to the more realistic approach, and that is that we ended a triangle, and this is currently our wave 1 and 2 off the bottom end of that E wave. Now, if we go out to the daily, from this point, we're looking for, because we stopped at the golden zone, a minus 100 extension of this wave 1, which is up around 156. Or we can pull from our pivots, which should line up to a similar amount, 1.618. If we end up pulling off our triangle low, we'll end up close to around 200, but that is just further out extensions. I am not predicting this to happen. This is more, if we follow this path as an impulse, that would be my third wave target. So just to be clear, we're looking for a larger 5-wave version of this smaller 1, 2. It's a fractal. 5 waves within wave 1, 5 waves within 5, 3, 5 waves within wave 5, which creates a larger 5-wave pattern. And after that, we look for a correction. 5s and 3s. Okay, from our triangle, we had an A, B, C, D, E. So we're starting our count from this E wave. We're looking for an impulse to the upside. From this, I got to move over to blowfin. This is where my tracking is taking place, and I have 2 counts to work with right now. So there's our E wave low. First of all, off this E wave low, have this as a wave 1. Hang on, I have 2 counts here. Let me put my primary on. First of all, we have a wave 1 and 2 as a zigzag ABC. This was actually a golden zone trade setup. If you were able to take that, you can see on linear scale, there's your 618 and the 66. That's the one I initially took. I had a buy at 868.7 and my stop was on log scale at 850.24. So from there, we got a 5-wave move to the upside, and it appears we're making a flat at this point. So currently, this is my primary until invalidated. Have this as a 1, 2, 1, 2, with currently a running flat. If we break this A wave low, that would become an expanded flat, and then we can move to the upside. So very close to target. We've already hit the 1-to-1 where A equals C, and we'll see expecting a pivot at any point here. You can see we came between the 1.236 and the 1.382, our expected B wave zone for a flat. So ideally we hold above the 66%, which is the other side of the golden zone here. And invalidation of this count is at this beginning of wave 1. Now I do have an alternative count, which would delay the explosive move for a little bit. And how that would look is that we're not going to reach ideal guidelines for this impulse, and we're working on linear scale rather than log. And I would have this, since our E wave low, as a wave 1 and 2 with a zigzag, 3, 4 with a flat, looking for only a fifth wave to the upside, which creates our larger 1 and 2. Now we should defend these levels both ways. This is invalidation point. But in this scenario, you can see we've technically reached 1.618, at least in our B zone. And all we would look for when we do pivot here is the 1-to-1 extension of wave 1 off of wave 4 up in this zone. So there's our wave 5 zone between 1327 and 1381. So I'm expecting, this is my primary, 1-2-1-2, and I'll be paying attention to this next wave, because it's important to note between my primary and my alternative. In a primary, when we expect a wave 3, I expect the most volume and the fastest move in shortest amount of time. That's my expectation for a third wave. So, for example, if we start chopping up here in 3-wave moves, we're starting to get divergence on the RSI. I have to consider the fact that maybe that's a wave 5 in a impulse like so, which creates our larger 1 and 2. So it's not just tracking each wave, it's knowing what to expect if the count is accurate. In this case, a massive third wave. So between these 1-2s, invalidation of 1-2-1-2 is at this level, clearly, but invalidation of a fourth wave is overlap with wave 1 at 10-118, according to Blowfin. So we'll see which one we get, just tracking this every day in the Discord. If you want to be a member in the private Discord, it's first link in the description, cachingwaves.com. In there, I do a member video every day going over 15 to 20 assets with updated counts. I'm also looking at, I just went through the Blowfin list of a few hundred, and I got it down to about 12 with the best setups for the potential alt season. I'm just making that video now. So if you want to see those, join the Discord. You can also see the Blowfin exclusive on the top left. That is where, if you use the link within the Discord, you get a 20% rebate for life on trading fees, which as you trade in and out, it'll automatically be put in your account, plus a 10% cashback bonus. You can see the details through the link. Or if you don't want to be part of the membership, we do offer a 5% rebate for life just using the YouTube link plus the 10% cashback. All right, guys, this is the assets I cover on YouTube. Cover them once or twice a week, depending how much time I have. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the Discord. Thanks for watching.